But we've done a lot of talk about that main event on Saturday night. The night's co-main event at UFC 252 had plenty of question marks and talking points as well, as the highly fancied Sean O'Malley suffered his first career loss to Ecuador's Marlon Chito Vera in their bantamweight matchup. The fight saw O'Malley sustain an injury midway through the fight that opened the door for Vera to claim a first-round TKO finish. The nature of the finish has led some to question the validity of Chito Vera's win. Some have even suggested it was a fluke. Others have said it was Vera's leg kicks that were key to O'Malley's mid-round injury. So what do you guys make of that fight and the finish? And how should they look to book O'Malley going forward? 3 minutes on the clock. George, you're off.
I'm watching the Nuggets and the Jazz playing an NBA game, and I'm going to summon an all-time Nugget great, Dikembe Mutombo. Yeah, no. I don't want to hear anything about this validity. That was a nice win by Marlon Vera. You got to give him all the credit in the world. That leg kick to the peroneal nerve started it all at 2 minutes and 53 seconds. I went back, I checked it out. Then a whole minute later is when the fight ended. Sure, along the way there may have been an injury, but it was caused by the fact that his lower leg was just not working, the drop foot effect. So all credit to Marlon Vera for that win. What's next for him? Look, that Song Yadong fight was pretty close. I mean, you could almost argue he's on 7 straight. You got to give him a top 10 guy. And look, he's backing it up. He's got a lot of charisma. The Chito show, I mean, I thought that was pretty brilliant. So give him a top 10 guy. He deserves it. And as far as O'Malley, we wish him the best when he comes back. I mean, you can tell he's an awesome fighter too, but he'll have to work his way back now.
Absolutely. Goes, how did you see it watching it on Fight Night? There were shades of Michael Chandler versus Brent Primus.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of strategy involved in what Marlon Chito Vera did, and you have to give him props, and you have to give Colin Oyama props that they put forth a very good game plan. I thought he was going to give O'Malley problems by pressuring him, putting a lot of pressure on him, and he actually was a very patient fighter in this fight. He changed things up, and that shot to the leg was just pinpoint. So you have to give him his respect. As far as what to do with O'Malley going forward, I mean, with Sean O'Malley, like, I don't feel like he put a bad performance. It was just kind of a freak situation for him. So I would just keep him at the top there and keep giving him really high-level, good opponents because I think he deserves it. And he has the one thing, this situation's happened to him twice. And the one thing that he has is he never gave up in both of those. And that's something you can't teach. This kid's getting better and better. I don't think he loses much traction at all.
Yeah, Mike, you do our matchmaker features every week on MMA Junkie. How'd you book these two guys for their next fights?
Man, I'd like to see Chito. Of course, he's earned someone in like the top 15 for my column. I said like a Rob Font would be a fun type of fight. I think those are good options. I don't think he's going to get one of those like, very cream of the top 6 bantamweights, which that division is just unbelievable right now. But I think that's a suitable fight for him coming out of this. And Sean O'Malley, it's just hard to say, man. We don't know how long he's going to be out, the extent of his injury. I want to give Chito his full credit for that win. We ultimately only those guys only know what really happened in there. Sean O'Malley was the one who got injured. He knows exactly if it was a freak thing, if it was Marlon Vera's attack. Nevertheless, he comes out with his first loss. And for him, I think there's some concerns here. I mean, this is the second time we've seen him stretchered out of the octagon due to a leg injury. And Dana White expressed some concern post-fight, being like, hey, the fragility of someone like this, it could be a career derailing thing. And look at a guy like Dominic Cruz, who's had leg and foot issues throughout his career, and that's been really tough for him. So yeah, Sean O'Malley, whenever he's healthy and ready to come back, I think just someone lower half of the top 15 would be fine for him.
Yeah, and the UFC have been on the promotional hype train for Sean O'Malley. Time to get behind Chito Vera now. That's 8 finishes in a row from all his last 8 wins, all finishes. He's doing the business inside the octagon. Let's see how far he can go up those bantamweight rankings.
Hey sports fans, if you want to see more videos like this, check out some of our other ones right here. And if you like what you see, make sure to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more from USA Today Sports.